Good morning from another beautiful day in southern Italy. Today's job is to trim the section up along the fence here. That's going to be where we're going to grow our watermelons, butternut, etc. A bit of work to do. Three rows of drip, and then cover it up with weed fabric, and hopefully that allows them to grow better. That's today's job. Let's see what the corn's doing out the back. Not too bad. The first 3 rows that we did, unfortunately, not many of them survived. I think the plastic was on it too long and it got a bit dry. But we'll come back and fill in the blanks. Got to get the irrigation finished at some point. Compost bins looking sorry for themselves. A lot of work to do. But luckily, we've got quite a lot of green up in tier 2 that needs to be mowed. We'll be able to get the compost bins going. We've also got shredding to do. So we should be able to fill the bins up pretty quickly, I think. There's a lot of work involved. And it's raining. Compost bins empty. Next one on the brew. Going to focus on getting a whole lot of grass cut and start getting these filled as quickly as possible. We need a lot more compost. Well, this job wasn't on the cards for today, but we needed compost. So apparently they say a change is as good as a holiday. It sure doesn't feel like I'm having a holiday, I've got to be honest. But it's got to be done. And we're getting lots of compost. Mandy's on the tractor up top, mowing away, and I'm strimming around the trees. Fun, fun, fun. This is the before. Mandy's done a bit of cutting here already, but I've got to come and catch up with the trees. I'm working my way over from that side. Looks a bit better. Still to do. Well, that looks a lot better. Wasn't on the cards, but be done. Not finished yet, but looks a lot better. And we're starting to build more compost. Got lots of brown leaves up at the top to collect. We'll mix those in tomorrow. The next potato bed that Mandy planted out the back in tier 2. Sign of life already. Looking good. Couple more over there. Over there. And I think that's a potato. Time will tell. Get this watered. Potatoes are coming along nicely now. Keep the chickens out, we might actually get a crop. Okay, so this is the first box I have to open over here to start connecting in the extra circuits for the irrigation. I've got 240 mains in here as well, which will go into the hoop house. And I'm now connecting in the extra cables up to tier 2 and to the hoop house. Okay, box number 2. This is the tee off to the hoop house. Need to get in there and connect up. 240 volt running to hoop house is the grey cable. I've just stripped back some of the covering here and I'll tee in here into here for the hoop house controls. So that's it done. Tapped in the black, which is the ground, and just the grey and the brown, which is going into the hoop house. The rest flows up to tier 2. Okay, we've been busy digging in the pipes for the irrigation. Just realised I've buried this pipe and I haven't put any of the pop-ups on it. So I'm going to have to uncover that later and put the pop-ups in. Just putting in the main feed for the hoop house. And then I'm going to tee in over here to run the pop-ups to water the potatoes and these beds are, will extend the pipe up that way. This is the main feed from the borehole. I'm going to cut into this, put in a T to feed off to the manifold in the greenhouse / hoop house. I can't do this with one hand, so I'll have to show you before and after because I don't have a tripod handy. Main feed T done. Okay, T for the pop-ups in, cover just to hold the pipes down. I'll fill it all up tomorrow. I'll also run the main feed into the hoop house / greenhouse, and then the pop-up feed to go up to feed those potatoes. Okay, so covered up the pipes, running to the hoop house. We'll cover that up tomorrow, get more soil, finish that off, uncover this pipe so I can put the pop-ups in and then recover it. And tomorrow didn't come for the pipes to be buried either. That's where we're up to. That one pipe's done. We've got the pop-up situated for the potatoes and peas. Potatoes are going great guns, coming up nicely now. So far so good. Resorted to buying some store-bought compost. Just want to get these beds built. Drip irrigation sorted out. That'll be, maybe I can get to it today, who knows. Got to get adapters on there so I can bring the tap up to the top of the soil without having to kink pipes, etc. But yeah, tomatoes and stuff doing alright. They're coming along nicely. Some peppers to go in the bottom there, but let's get the beds built first. I should be able to connect in the irrigation system and get power set up in here. Tomorrow, we'll see. And check on the mealies, corn. And we checked the weather yesterday, and it was going to be a beautiful sunny day, so we took out meat for a braai, or a barbecue for the non-South African viewers. And it turns out the weather report we had a look at was for Warwick of all places, and they had sunshine. We don't. It's coming along. We'll have to do some weeding here. Those first 3 rows not so good anymore, eh? But the last lot we planted seems to be doing alright. Yeah. And as you'll notice, tomorrow didn't come for the tier 2 manifold. It's a snag. I got the one pole in, I just cannot get the other one in. It's just covered in rocks. I'm going to have to rethink how I'm going to mount it. We've got that area trimmed for our watermelons, butternut, etc. Got to get the dripper tubes laid down, holes prepared, and then we can cover it up with a weed fabric after we've planted with holes in. Hopefully that makes sense. Cut part of tier 2. Still got more to go, but got quite a lot of grass out of the here, and we're busy cutting up front underneath the pine trees, which is giving us a lot of good pine needles and this orange type stuff that it drops. So compost bins are looking better. These 2 are half. That one's full. And we've still got quite a lot more to build. But we're getting there. leak there. Slight leak there. And a slightly larger leak there. I haven't regulated the pressure down yet, which I'll need to do for the drip. But still, I'll fix those leaks and check again. Okay, change jobs for today. This wasn't on the cards, but I thought, what the heck, might as well get it done. Doing the drip irrigation in the hoop house. Connected up the manifold over here. I've used T-pieces and angles on the last two, and now I've used hooks. Have a look over here, just use cup hooks. And now what I'll do is I'll stretch the tube to the other end with a similar manifold with T-pieces and cup hooks, and that should keep the tension and them in a straight line. Time will tell. So I've clipped that end, I don't know what you call it, manifold, whatever, into the cup hooks. Now I'll just stretch the tubing tight, hit it with a cable tie, and that should hold it. Mandy's also been busy. Backfilled with some more new potting soil over here. This set of tomatoes and the cucumbers. They're coming along nicely, we haven't lost any, touch wood. And backfilled the second batch of garlic and planted a few lettuce in between over there. So hopefully that should make a difference and bring it on even quicker. And planted some more strawberries. Got to get the strawberry bed built next. I'm not saying tomorrow. That's coming on. Good morning from another crappy day in Italy. Another day, another set of well-laid plans out the window. We now have to tie up the tomato plants because it's pretty windy, so we want to get support done for them. Making our own pegs rather than paying 40 cents a peg from the nursery. Okay, pegs are going in that we've just made. We just stick them at an angle at the base of each of the and there you have it. Little plastic clips. Plastic, yeah, I know some people don't like plastic, but hey, it works. Bought a bag of 300 from Amazon, thought that'd be more than enough. Well, that's going to give us enough for 2 clips on each plant that we've planted so far. A few down, over 100 to go. Okay, so we've strung up the tomatoes. Well, not all of them, we ran out of string. I'll have to get some when I go to town. But all the taller ones seem to have been strung up. Almost looks like we know what we're doing here. Let's hope the string lasts. All looking good. Cucumbers are coming up nicely. Yeah, everything in here seems to be doing okay. Tomatoes down the bottom. Something else sprouting up here, don't know what those are. I can't tell if these are getting better or not. Those are looking good. Don't know what happened here. This blank patch. The rest of them seem to be doing alright. Peas are going great guns. Oh yeah. Got some potatoes mixed in over there. Looking good. Okay, so I showed the chickens how to use the dripper, what are they called? Chicken dribblers, whatever. So now they know how to use them. Clever girls. Took a few days. She's having a good go. I think she's figured it out.